Hello everybody! Welcome back to Last Game Chronicles. My name is Kelly, and today we are finishing Tavern Talk. Now, full disclosure, I've been away for a little while, as most of you who watch regularly will know, but I'm back and resuming uploads for January. But the first thing I wanted to post this month was the finale of Tavern Talk, and I know people have been waiting for it. I actually recorded this probably like early December with the intention of posting it in December, and of course, like I said, like my break. Anyway, if you missed it, there is an episode where I talk about the break and all of that stuff. My last episode is just kind of an update video that I posted on Christmas Eve, and I will link it somewhere in the cards and the description, possibly, if I remember. But anyway, if you're wondering about that, that's all that information is there. But this is the finale of Tavern Talk. So as I said, I recorded this a little while ago, and I'm excited to finally share it with you. So yeah, I guess past Kelly is going to take over from here, and I will check back in with you guys at the end of the video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy. Okay. I still have a real problem with the scales. Good morning. Good morning. You don't know how refreshing it is to see you three all together again. Likewise. Did you rest well? Not much, but well. We wanted to spend the whole night planning while Rhea worked on the sword, but Una forced us to sleep. She's always valued nap time. Innkeeper, I've observed you put up a quest for us. I did. You even thought about defending the roots. Very smart, Innkeeper, very smart. I assume that means you all did too. Of course we did. We made plans and backup plans and teams and everything. What kind of team did you join? Abel's going to fight the bad guy, big bad necromancer guy with their cool new dragon powers. And we'll be making sure the zombies don't eat all the people. Together with Baya and Archie. We'll evacuate the capital and Zenith too. There shouldn't be any people around when his undead army arrives. Other than our extermination team, obviously. That seems reasonable. With Baya's help, it should go quickly too. Right? First, we wanted to ask her to teleport the Team Cool Sword to the Aperture, but Baya says she can't talk to the trees in the Forbidden Valley. They're too weird. Too weird for Baya. Those must be some strange trees. Yeah, I really wanted to see them, but it's too dangerous. So I'll just wait until I'm older. Archie's going to help us convince the people in charge about the approaching danger. I'll help with providing good arguments and keeping things organized. And Dave will lead our group and scout out escape routes. And after that, you're staying behind for the battle, Dave? No, I'm staying with Melly. I'll bring everyone to safety and protect them there. Not out for revenge? I trust my friends will deliver it for me. I do want the necromancer to be defeated, but I don't want to leave Melly alone again, even more. Aww. So you want to stay out of it? I want to live. Oh. Plus, Melly will need an assistant. Of course she's gonna need an assistant. Oh my god, I love her so much. I couldn't ask for a better one. Agreed. Now, I know you didn't put up the quest for evacuation, but could you get me a drink for the road, something tasty to motivate me? We'll have to convince a lot of people we haven't gone mad. Sure. What jokes are you trading this time? None. I've got something else for you. And what would that be? My real name. I'm all ears. It's Neil. Neil Burme. Burme? Brume. It's a stupid name, I know, but I think I'm done pretending to be someone else, so Neil it is. I love it. Neil, it's cute. Can I give you a nickname? Neely? Neilchin? Nelly. Like Melly, but with an N. Neil is fine, I think. Neil, it suits you really well. Thank you, Fable. Doesn't feel edgy enough. Such a nice name definitely earns you a drink. I was hoping you'd say that. Thank you for helping me be myself. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'll make sure Neil is just as charming as Zephyr or Malachite or John then. I appreciate it. All right, so charisma. Charisma. I like to give him this drink because it's like windy and he's windy. You know? So we're dumping either like strength or intelligence, I guess. That'll do. 1, 2, 3. And 1 strength. Oh, shoot. Not strength. Defense. It's okay, Andy doesn't mind eating the extra. Some additional charm, not that you need it. This is delicious, thank you. I hope this will make me more bearable to the town folks. I find you plenty bearable. Thanks. Innkeeper. Yes, Fable? I've been meaning to tell you. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Without you pushing me to go on that werewolf quest, I wouldn't have gained the confidence to face her. You're one of the best friends I've ever had. Fable, I have a confession to make. Let me guess. You don't actually know how to make hot chocolate. Actually, I recently learned how. Would you like one? You're trying to distract us. Yes, she is, but I'd still like one. I'll accept it when you're done telling us your secrets. I'll trade your confession for the chance to make me hot chocolate. I see I've taught you well. All right. Are we gonna come clean? This is scarier than I thought it'd be. I know, but you can do it. That crazy necromancer. The truth is, I know him pretty well. He's my former best friend. ... That makes sense. It does? Well, I always knew she was hiding something. And when I saw the flowers on the necromancer's armor, it reminded me of the letter you refused to open. Yeah, that letter was evil. So, you two were friends. We were an adventuring party together. It was us and 4 others, Aquila, Aegis, Alkane, and Kaya. Oh, it's been ages since I've said their names out loud. We spent quite a few years together. What happened? They died. Our friends, they... Remember the necromancer you were researching, Melly? Obviously, is he the reincarnation? Was I right? Not quite. We fought her, Kyrabosia, a couple of times. She was obsessed with immortality and would do anything to get it. To us, it was like a game. She'd do something horrible, we'd stop her goons, she'd get away. We got so used to it that we became careless and arrogant. We didn't quite realize how dangerous she was. Thinking ourselves invincible, we went into our last fight unprepared. And my friends paid for it with their lives. Fable, to be honest, I thought that was what happened to you when you went into the Twilight Chasm. I thought he'd be the end of you. I see. I understand why you were scared. I just wish you would have told me. Me too. When we fought her, they all went down so quickly. Aquila got mind-controlled and struck down Alcairn. Kyra went down trying to heal Agus. We tried so hard to fight despite it all, to not give up, and then suddenly they were all gone. It was only me and Quasar. Quasar? Is that his name? Yes, Quasar Duskbringer. Is that his real name? Yes. Jealous? A little. He grew up in the Order of Starlight. It was a different subsection from Tia's, but I guess Cassiopeia's servants have a flair for dramatic names. Did we get along immediately, or did we hate each other at first? I think they probably got along immediately. The Cassiopeian and Leviathan symmetry kicked in right away, I guess. You worship the Great Serpent? Yeah. I'm not much of a cleric or paladin type, though. I prefer more direct communication. Cool! We both had a lot of similar practices our party members found weird or off-putting. It was fun. But the other necromancer, Carabosia. That one. She died, right? You defeated her after all? No. Yes. Well, Quasar did. When I saw my friends I was pretty sure it was all over, that we'd lost. I was hopeless and scared, so I ran. I ran and I didn't stop until I was too far gone to turn back. I get that. Running's pretty easy when you're scared. That must have been really scary to lose your friends like that. I don't know which one. It wasn't right to leave them behind. I think it's okay to regret it, but I'm still glad you made it here. I wish I was less of a coward. You're working it out. Are you working on it now? I'm trying. Suddenly, there was an explosion of intense magic from where I had escaped from. I'm pretty sure he used the Soul Shatter spell to defeat her. That sounds shattering. Like something Hex would use. We stole it from a mad wizard back in the day. It was clearly too dangerous to be used, so we all agreed to keep the scroll safe and untouched. But he didn't. We didn't. We both wanted to study it, despite the warnings. And while the others were partying, or getting into tavern brawls, or petting were-owls, we studied a scroll that could rip souls asunder. I don't think either of us ever planned on using it, but we were young and curious. The allure of powerful magic is a difficult one to ignore. I think when I escaped, he refused to run. With no options left, he used it against her. And it shattered Kirabosia's soul. It clearly won him the fight, but it didn't bring them back. How have we never heard any of this? You have, in a way. It happened 30 years ago? Yes. I was wondering why he opened the first sigil 30 years ago and then waited so long for the others. I guess it was an accident. Opening portals, I mean. That's what did it, right? With her soul? Turned it into a portal? I think so, yes. And now he wants to bring his friends back. We can all relate to that right now. There's nothing I wouldn't give to see them again. My old friends, and Tia too, but the past has already happened and I can't change it, no matter how much I want to. I want to honor the love they taught me, the ways they changed me, and the life I still get to live. They're worth so much more than only remembering the worst things that have ever happened to them. And I don't want to destroy myself any more than my cowardice already did. You are a little bit of a coward. You could have told us this at the beginning. I didn't want it to be him, I guess, nor did I want to choose sides. He's still my friend, even after all he's done. Even after he put on Kiribosia's armor and abandoned his oath, I guess no one wants to accept their friend has become someone unrecognizable to them. I'm sorry that happened to you, to the both of you. It feels good to finally say it out loud. Is that weird? Not at all. Do you think we can share this with the others? His story, his name and the story, I mean? If you want to. I fear Carolyn will crush me, though. I'll put in a good word for you. Do you hate me now? Of course not. You're our friend. Our occasionally stupid, shady, and sad friend, but but our friend nonetheless. Well said, Fable. And Quasar is your friend. I also wouldn't know what to do if I had to fight against my friends. I'd like to think I wouldn't want to hurt them either. But you really do have to start taking your own advice. So I've heard. Thank you, Fable. You really are my favorite regular. Part of me still hopes he ends up surviving. Sure. I think the Quasar you knew already died. I know. Do I get hot chocolate now, or are we going to be sad for another hour? I'll get you your hot chocolate. Thank you for being patient. Aww. Let's get that hot chocolate made. For our real favorite regular. What is this? Strength. They're one that dumps. Yeah, here we go. All right. Oh, no, we don't need that. We need this. 2, 3. One of these. And one of these. We finally get to make hot chocolate for Melly. After all this time. That drink is as big as she is. Here, hot chocolate, Quincy style. This is perfect. Thank you so much. No zombie shall stand a chance against my chocolatey veins. I have to go run through the garden now. See you in a bit. Good luck, Fable. Wow. I'll go with her. We'll check in with you guys after we've won. I'd like that. Once we're back, how about some cheesecake and dancing? That sounds lovely. We can make some flour biscuits too. I'm very excited to try those. Be safe out there. You too, Neil. It sounds better when you say it. Can't wait to hear it again. Aw, so cute. Thank you for sharing all of that with us, Innkeeper. I guess it was finally my turn to be honest. Do you think we'll win this? Yes, I believe in all of you. And I know you'll stop him and save us all. Especially with you on the team. You're a really good cheerleader. I know. But even if you don't come back, I'm still glad I got to spend all this time with you. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Me neither, Innkeeper. But don't say goodbye just yet. I'm still coming back to pick up the quest. I need to check in with the others first, though. I figured. Thank you for everything, Fable. I couldn't have wished for a better person to share my adventures with. I'll be back in a bit. Be patient. I'll try my best. Nice. So we finally got the story. That's nice. All right. We've got Kyle back. Kyle's back. Wonder if he brought his lady wife. Well, hello, Innkeeper. We have returned. Welcome back to my tavern. How are you two doing? Still clinging to those empty lines, are we? You can drop the act now, Innkeeper. We all know you're not just a mere babbler after all. Who told you the good news? We met this lovely little girl on our way out of here. A chatty little, really chatty Kitlin. Maybe she has to overcome sight for that brooding older foster brother of hers. What? So... Oh, she's talking about, the kid. She's talking about Melly. So you know everything. About your history with the necromancer? For sure. I have to admit, everything makes a lot more sense now. I'm glad you came back. I think we all made some mistakes in our past. Some of us even married evil bleeps. Others ran away because they were afraid. What counts is what you do now, Innkeeper. For example, how you help us fix your bleep from 30 years ago. I see you've already put a quest up for us. Good. You're not going to fight alongside Carolyn? Oh, fight? Whom are we fighting? The undead army. You know, the ones marching towards the capital. But who am I to blame them? Sounds like a wonderful stroll through nature. They're not strolling, they're eating away the roots protecting the capital. That's not very nice. You got that right. And that's why we're gonna stop them. Very well, dear Rhea. You and your Kate will be welcome additions in the team. There'll be a few more adventurers accompanying us. Scully, Una, Jade, and Nico are going to join the fun. Nico? Let's hope their chaotic ideas turn out well. They better. Saving the world and the capital from destruction sounds like a dangerous endeavor. Yeah, it kind of is. Just as I thought. I couldn't bear losing yet another person so close to me in my lifetime. I know that feeling all too well. Will you both stop worrying before anything bad has even happened? That reminds me, did the sword turn out well? Ha! Excuse me for bragging, but it turned out spectacular. I was able to craft a flawless weapon, so deadly yet beautiful. Kare's Baba really passed an astonishing sword onto her. With the Guiver's opals and the blueprint those priests gave us, it's my best work to date. More than enough for the Orfest competition. And with the Dragonfire little Elfie acquired, it's also strong enough to withstand Ur's great axe. Already handed my masterpiece over to Care. She's gotta save the world first before I can win me competition. Are you sure you don't want to wield the sword yourself? Nah. I fought my fair share of undead. I know how to handle them. I'm better off at the capital, and the sword's better off in Care's hands. It belonged to her Baba once, so naturally it's Care's legacy. And there's one more thing you should do. Craving one last drink, Rhea? You see right through me. Anything specific you have in mind today? Just a drink that won't be my last. Mix us something to help us return to your tavern after all this bleep. Agreed! I would love to come back here with my dear Rhea just to reminisce. Very well. I have two ideas that could work. I could give you something to enhance your dexterity and intelligence, so you can easily predict and avoid all attacks. I'd top it off with a lotus power for some extra draconic blessings. That'd be the drink for a purely offensive approach. What would the other drink do? That'd be the choice if you want something less violent. A drink that'd enhance your natural charisma as well as your defense. I'd also add some honey flowers to make you extra persuasive. We'll be trying to collect allies on the way, so we might need to do some convincing. And additional defense seems like a good idea. But smashing the undead creatures' heads together sounds more fun than talking to them. I'm not really much of a charmer, you know? Oh, I find you quite charming. Aw, shush. And we also have Lady Evelyn on our side. She definitely knows how to get a dead heart beating again. I'm speaking from my own experience here. Your ex-wife will be joining us? Absolutely. That's an unexpected turn of events. So she's okay. Of course she is. That's a relief. Did you two talk it out? We did, and while there's still a long way to go, we have started to reconcile. I'll tell you about it after we prevent a world calamity. I'm counting on you. And I suppose having a powerful vampiric countess on our side isn't entirely bad. But now, how about me drink? Have you decided on one yet? No. Both sound reasonable to me. I'll leave it up to you. Charm or violence, what will it be? You better choose wisely. Thank you. That's only mildly threatening. Charm or violence? Well, the undead have been fairly friendly, actually, up until this point, if you guys remember. So I'm kind of leaning towards just like doing some more charm. We've been charming our way through this game, and it's been working pretty well. So if we do charm, we need a little bit of defense. So we could do like something like this. And we need a fist. A fist. Honey flowers. These are the honey flowers, right? Okay. 2, 3, and 2 of these. 1,000 winds. Off we go. You're right. You'll need all the help you can get. Some charm seems like the right approach. I just hope you're not completely delusional. Me too. You better restock your supplies, Innkeeper. You're gonna need a whole lot of drinks. I'll take your word for it. May you return successful. Be careful, you're starting to sound like some random NPC again. Let's go, Kyle. And pick up your ex-wife. See you later. Until then, dear Innkeeper. Stay safe, you two. Uh-oh. It's Elfie and Carolyn. I'm back! And I see you brought Carolyn with you. What a pleasant surprise. Good to see you too. We're taking the quest, if you couldn't tell. I guessed as much. You're not going alone, I hope. Of course not. We're just waiting for the others. Voy, Hex, and Grace will be joining us. We're keeping the team small because it'll probably be hard to get there. But I think Carolyn could probably defeat them all by herself anyway. I don't know. I think I work better on a team. I think we all work better when we don't have to go through terrifying experiences on our own. All part of the humanoid experience, I suppose. No philosophizing before a big quest, please. But I love my philosophizing. We know. Are you... Are you scared? Are you scared, Carolyn? Terrified, actually. Deeply. But I guess that's appropriate. World might end, after all. I have faith that it won't. Good thing hope's stronger than fear. Good thing. That new sword of yours, Carolyn, does it have an appropriately epic name? I asked Rhea that too. She told me to name it. And? Lynn picked. Said it's just a great sword, so now its name is just a great sword. Very creative. Luckily, the most commonly translated names for Ur's great axe is just a great axe. So Carolyn fits right in with the naming convention. I knew that, of course. Of course. So you've got just a great sword, unexplored dragon powers, a quest, all it's missing, a drink. A drink. It would be foolish of me to let you walk out of here without any help again. A little. I mean, you are a bit of a fool either way. Don't think I'll forget about whatever you and that Quasar guy got going on. We'll for sure be talking about that once we've stopped him. That's fair. Are you mad at me? No. I guess we all have people we're scared to talk about. But you were right. The past comes back to haunt us, whether werewolf or necromancer. I can handle the past as long as you guys promise to haunt me for a long time too. We'll give it our best. So Fable, what drink should she get? Well, I think I should play to my strengths, but I'm not sure which one I should focus on. On the one hand, dexterity will make me swifter with a bow, and it always helps to be fast and evasive. On the other hand, Voy has been teaching me how to combine magic and music to support people, and I think powerful pep talk or healing word can go a long way, so charisma could work too. Innkeeper, I'll leave the choice up to you. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer here. I think both of these sides, I like both of these sides of myself. Just make me your favorite charisma drink or your favorite dexterity drink. A favorite drink for a favorite customer coming right up. I think we just keep leaning into the charisma, guys. Carolyn's gonna be the one smacking people around, so I think we do that. I like Sunny Breeze, the nice looking drink. And it provides a little bit of dexterity. Not that that seems to matter, like in the term, like game terms, but for, you know, the RP sake of it. Honey Breeze. I think it's time to hone those musical and magical talents of yours. After all, your charisma is what convinced her to help us. Maybe you can inspire Tuat too. Maybe. Will you put in a good word with Leviathan for me too? I already have. Thank you. Once I get back, I'll get to working on that jingle immediately. I can't wait. So, does your ex-paladin have any weaknesses? His arrogance. He still can't see himself losing. Nor does he think he has any weaknesses. And he can't imagine you just have something equally important to fight for. But he's fighting for something that's already dead. You're fighting for something that's still alive. Make the most of it. Either way, best of luck. Thank you. Hope you don't mind me kicking your friend's ass. Tell him I sent you. Ha! I'll deliver your cutting words myself. Do you mind if we wait here for the others? Not at all. Grab yourselves a table and some, still don't have any snacks, actually. Don't worry, I brought biscuits. Well then, have some biscuits. I'll set up a table. Why don't you sell cookies? I was never any good at baking. Maybe you should... Look who's back! Dot 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 dot. Dot dot dot. You can finally breathe a sigh of relief. The face and muscle have arrived. You're all saved. The face and muscle. I love it. Ooh, Ray? Okay. I was trying to make this less awkward, but I see I've made it worse. It's okay, boy. Some situations call for a little bit of awkwardness. I am... Care, Innkeeper, I'm sorry. There's nothing to forgive. I get it. I'd be mad too. I'm just glad you came back. Thank you for welcoming me back. Anytime. Yeah, Clay, listen, I'm sorry too. You needed us and we... There's nothing you could have done. I needed some time alone to be miserable. Thank you for still being here for me when I came back. Anytime, bud. How are you feeling? Not the best. I miss her a lot. Me too. She's... I know. I feel pretty powerless without her here. But Dave was right. She would have hated if we just gave up now. I don't want to abandon the world she loved so much. We have to try and save it. It's Neil now, I think, but yeah, I think we owe it to her to try. And she deserves a proper ending too, not to fade into some sort of puppet of his. You're always looking out for her. I know she really appreciated that. And you're always looking out for us. I'm sorry I got so angry about that bird. We're all trying our best. No, you were right. I should do better. Let's try and do better together then. I'd like that. Good job, you three. That wasn't hard now, was it? It was very hard, but it was worth it. Thanks for dragging me here, Voy. You got it. I've heard you're joining too, Voy? Of course I am. What else would everyone do without my priceless encouragement and skillful illusions? Plus, I'm dying to hurl the worst insults known to dragonkind at that man. Don't hold back on my account. Would you like a drink to help you with that? Nah, I think I've got it covered this time. Can't wait to hear the epic ballad about it. Oh, you will. Could I have a drink? I think I could use a little something. Like, some defense maybe? I don't know how else I'll handle with this without Tia. I'll try my best to mix up some liquid support. Oh, I'm so sad about Tia. So sad. Oh. Let's give him some iron tonic. He can take it to that guy. Beat the snot out of him. We don't like that dude. This'll do. Some dragon blessings. 2, 3. What did I miss? Oh. Oh. I'm so dumb. 1, 2. I just can't read. Alright, steel tonic. There we go. It's not quite Alithia, but this is as much defense as I can give you. Thank you. This reminds me of her in the best way possible. I really needed that. Feeling a bit better? Lots, actually. Coolio. Just missing the 2 wizards now. We should wait for him with Fable. And with Fable's biscuits. There's biscuits? I'm glad they picked up snack duty. Me too. Glad you're okay, big guy. Thank you. Now come on, before Voy starts his inevitable grand speech without us. Did someone say speech? Nope, this way. Alright. I'll miss this. Maybe I should start offering food. No. Andy would go crazy. Oh, the wizards are here. The stars of the show finally arrived. But Voy's already here. I don't think we can compete with that. Aw, come on, don't kill my vibe. You spent too much time with Aniko. Impossible. Are they also why you're late? We were busy doing research, okay? Turns out we have a bit of a problem. You mean besides the crazy necromancer with a god complex and a god's weapon trying to kill death? Besides that, yes. Wonderful. What is it? Quasar needs to go through the astral portal in the aperture to reach Tuat and do his crazy apocalypse thing. We figure he'll be able to use the portal without issue because of Tia, or what's left of her. First, he has to get to the aperture somehow, of course. As a former paladin of Cassiopeia, getting to her portal shouldn't be a problem for him. That's what we thought, which is where our problem comes in. We know he's attempting this tonight. Because of the transition between the astral moon and the dying moon and all that jazz. Which means we also have to get there very fast, but teleporting into the Forbidden Valley isn't exactly easy. Its weird natural magic makes it a hazard for any self-respecting wizard. We're basically guaranteed to teleport ourselves into a tree. Even Baya can't help. We're a bit stuck. Got any ideas? I'm good at teleporting drinks, not people, so not exactly. Grace, you've been awfully quiet. Do you have an idea? I do. Uh-oh. I know what this is gonna be. That stupid scroll. Yes. But I knew you'd say no, so I decided to pitch it to the Innkeeper instead. Please go ahead. Remember those spells Hex found? Weren't exactly that many to remember. Can't wait to try out that soul-binding one. Don't. You'd risk your own soul. I meant the teleportation spell. The one that can teleport you anywhere? That one. The one that would kill you? I think I could use it to teleport a small group right into the Astral Sea. Somewhere close to the portal so that they can find Quasar easily. That would be great. No, it wouldn't. Well, Did you miss the part where it could kill you? With my modifications, it has a whole 30% chance of succeeding without stripping me of all my mana. That's a 70% chance of death. We don't have a lot of options. This isn't an option. We'll find something else, another way. With what time exactly, Hexagon? Fine, sure, I'll cast it then. Don't be silly. You're awful at teleportation. Plus, it's more stable if the caster stays behind. And you're much better fighter than I am. They'll need you at the aperture. And I need you alive. I won't be alive if we don't stop him. I know what I'm doing. Just trust me. Absolutely not. I won't let you sacrifice yourself for some useless heroics. Either I cast it or we don't do this at all. Oh god, no, I'm not picking. Why isn't there a third option of no, I'm not picking? I mean, what's gonna happen if we say no? If we're like, no, it's too risky. Is Hex gonna cast it? Is this a choice between which one lives and dies? Surely this is gonna turn out the same way regardless of what I click here, right? It's too risky. Oh my god. Well, here's the thing though. Grace is right in that if they don't get there, like we're all dead anyway, right? Like the world ends if they don't do this. I hope this isn't like a game-breaking choice. See, even she agrees with me. And you're both wrong. Unless you have some great alternative in your back pocket, Innkeeper? Maybe you want to come with us and convince Quasar to stop? I didn't think so. If we want to save this world, there's only one way. What's the point of the world if it doesn't have you in it? Hex. That world without me that you fear so much, it will exist one day, no matter what we do today. But it doesn't exist right now, and yet you keep acting like it does. I'm just worried. You're so worried about the possibility of me being gone that you treat me like I'm already a ghost. The time we have, it's so short. I know I'm scared too. I don't want to die either. But I can't miss out on living pretending I'm already dead. You'll have plenty of time to mourn me when I'm gone. Right now, I need you to love me. I'm so scared, Grace. I don't know what I'd do without you. You'll figure it out. You won't be alone, even if I'm gone. It's not the same. I know, but let's focus on what we can do right now while we're still together. We can save this world, if you'll only let me live. I guess I can't keep you in a glass case like some sort of spell scroll. Even though I'd come up with great riddles to trap you with. I'd solve them instantly. Ha, you would. Do you really want to do this? I can help. This is how I can help. You don't have to. I want to. Please, let me be more than just your sister. You'll make it out of this, okay? You have to promise me you'll make it out of this. I promise. Then we'll have a tea party. So many of them. I love you, Gracie. I love you too, Hexy. Alright, I guess if anyone could handle casting a crazy powerful, probably cursed teleportation spell, it's you. Or the Innkeeper, but I guess you're not volunteering. Unless you want to be permanently transformed into drinks, I can't help you. Good thing you've got me then, to cast this spell and to keep you company afterwards. I'll stay behind to ensure the spell stability and improve the chances of keeping my promise. Sounds lovely. Would you like a drink to assist you in this matter? No, I think I'd like to keep destiny in my own hands today, but thank you. Let's do this then. Before I change my mind and lock you in a tower. I'd like to see you try. Alright, are you ready? Ready as I'll ever be. You better keep her well hydrated while I'm gone, Innkeeper. Will do. See you soon. You can count on that. Looks like everyone's ready to get going as well. So shush and let me concentrate. Oh no. She's alive. Did it work? I think so. They all disappeared. Phew, that was... Oh, dragons, that was close. It felt like my insides were being pulled out through my nose. But you made it. But we made it. Can't believe I've got the greatest witch of our generation hanging out in my tavern. It's what the best innkeeper of our generation deserves. Speaking of which, can I get a drink? Something that'll make my brain feel like it's melting a little less? Of course, Grace. You can have as many drinks as you want. Do you think making endless drinks might distract us from worrying so much? It might. I'll consider it then, but let's start with one. Let's. Okay, intelligence. My favorite intelligence drink. Go. One more. So Grace survived, that was good. I wasn't sure she would after the whole Alithia thing. But I guess you can't have too many deaths in a game like this. All of a sudden everyone is just dropping like flies. Oh shit, is that like a little lime, what do they call it? Like a lime rind wrapped around the bottom of this drink? Oh right, because of course there's a lime in the top of the drink. Duh. Emergency brain melting liquid just for you. Anti-brain melting liquid, excuse me. Thank you. I think my synapses are putting themselves back together. And now, we wait. We wait. Thank you for keeping me company. Anytime. Oof. Oh, hello, Quincy. Welcome back. Oh, hello. Hello there. I'm Quincy. Grace, nice to meet you. Likewise. What are you two up to? Looks like a whole lot of worrying. Waiting, mostly. Mind if I wait with you? No, not at all. Then let us wait together. Joint forces. Just got the achievement. Oh, here we are. Act 4, the wake. So if the world's still here, presumably, that's a good thing. Okay, here we go. Grace? Good morning, Grace. You're up early. Couldn't sleep? Not really. I kept waking up every hour or so. Eventually, I just gave up, and I heard you moving around down here, so... I'm glad I'll gladly accept your company while I clean. Thank you. They're back! We're back, Innkeeper! Welcome back, adventurers. You're practically beaming, Fable. That's just the sun. Have you been outside today? The good weather seemed antithetical to my worrying. Ah! Mind if I set down my sword, or will it make you worry more? Please, feel free. Look how beautiful it is. I'm hesitant to ask, but your smiles seem to indicate there's good news to be told? It's safe to say we'll have many more opportunities to try your drinks. Everyone made it back safe and sound? Yes. We're all okay. Actually, Hex and Voy are safe outside safe and loud. We should probably put a stop to their antics soon. Voy might explode for real if Hex keeps up his teasing. Innkeeper, I'll go. No need to wait any longer. Thank you. Someone has to go to poor Voy's rescue. Someone who's already giving Hex a taste of his own medicine? Perhaps. For now, I just like to tackle my brother into a hug. I'm so glad to see you all safe, everyone. Let's catch up later. I believe victory drinks are in order. Perhaps later, when I've calmed down a little bit more. I'll wait until the feast. Feast? I think that's what people do after saving the world, no? We gotta celebrate. Don't say you're pulling out, Innkeep. I'd appreciate a drink. Anything in particular you're craving? Something soft, please. Like a shield that protects you from harm, or a hug that makes you feel safe. Got it. What would that be, do you think? The first snow. Like the sun reflecting off a frozen lake, the first snow makes you feel safe and comfortable. Makes you feel comfortable and safe, embracing you with its frosty taste. And in between hot chocolate and frozen glaciers, you'll find yourself well equipped to hike into the snowy mountains. That sounds like our drink. Aw, poor Clay. Losing Tia like that, that's so fucked up. That sucks. First snow. A mighty drink for a mighty good friend. And made by a mighty good innkeeper. This is just what I needed, thanks. Alright, I believe it's time for my story. It'll be the best you've ever heard from me yet. Our tale begins not far from here, in the capital, with the other group. They're safe, the roots and the people. Archie got his fancy diplomat friend to help him, to get help from the local government with the evacuating. Sounded like they got everyone out real quick. Then all that was left was kicking some undead ass. Kyle said they had a lot of help too, like he and Countess Evelyn decimated a whole section of undead armies all by themselves. And the Banshee and the Mari Morgan answered Baya's call and scared some of the skeletons to dust. A powerful wizard and a bunch of familiars, and former familiars, showed up with claws and fire at the ready. Scully even convinced the Everbloom Archive's Bleak Stalkers to come to their aid. Aww! After they heard about Tia, they were furious. Even Neil's parents showed up with a group of retired adventurers from Borkum. And with Scully's union for the Undead Alliance at the ready, not all of them had to be killed. Scully said many of Quasar's undead creatures deserted and joined our side. Aww, Uncle Dragon came by and helped too, together with the werewolf settlement from the Ashen Grove. Was glad to hear the old fool still got some guts in him. Sounds eventful, but the team won? They won. Not to toot our own horn, but so did we. It was exhilarating and also exhausting. Grace managed to teleport us exactly where we needed to go. The Astral Sea was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. Tia told me so much about it, but that didn't prepare me for how mesmerizing it was. One side there were sprawling nebulas of Cassiopeia, and on the other, a portal of swirling dark blood leading back to the aperture. Below our feet, the ancient blood of the first vampire stained a river of the Astral Sea, a deep red. It would lead us directly to Quasar and an undead Tia. But the water was deep, too deep for us to wade through. And there weren't exactly any boats around. So Clay called out to the sun humpback whale for help. It showed up in a shower of stardust and allowed us to ride on its back. Once we got closer, we didn't have to wait very long before being bombarded by spells. I made sure to answer with my own volley of arrows, blazing with dragonfire. Still, the fight was tough. Having the sun whale there definitely helped, even though Quasar banished it whenever it got too close. Both Quasar and Tia barely gave us any time to breathe. Seeing her again, fighting for everything she used to despise, made me so angry. I let my fury guide me and managed to lead her away from Quasar. Her movements were less graceful in Undeath, and it looked like the waters of the Astral Sea was clinging to our legs. I don't know what it was in the end, our voices calling out to her being so close to Cassiopeia, but right before her weapon could swing down once more, instead of pain, I felt her healing magic. And she smiled. She managed to shake off Quasar's control to help her friends. Meanwhile, we were battling Quasar. I was leading the charge. I tried to draw his attention as much as possible, while Fable, Hex, and Voice supported me with spells. Hex kept Quasar from concentrating on any annoying spells for too long with a barrage of fireballs? You guessed it. Fable and Void really got into the groove. To know if I'd have held out that long without their healing and buffs. Heck, I'd attend a concert of them performing as a duo. Eventually, the tide of battle started turning in our favor. While we had each other as backup, Quasar was alone. And he was starting to get real tired. That was our opportunity. I called on the flame deep inside of me and let several pillars of dragonfire cut off any escape routes. I realized what Fable was trying to do. Suddenly, all the doubt about the worthiness that had been eaten at me during the fight disappeared. I wasn't doing this for honor or to gain the dragon's favor. Glory laughs in the face of legacy. Worthiness was never something that could be given to me. It was something for me to grasp. All I had to do was walk forward and protect my people. And at that moment I did. My slash struck true. Quasar looked neither enraged nor shocked, just tired. And then he dropped to the ground and stayed down. I felt a bit sad for him. I didn't. Quasar made his choices, whether we like it or not. And we earned that victory. We did. All we could do was stare at the battlefield, barely realizing it was over, when we heard Clay crying. We turned to see him and Tia hugging as her body started to dissolve in bright speckles of starlight. The light eventually gathered in bright sphere above our heads. Then it steadily rose into the dark distance where it became brighter and brighter. She became a star. I couldn't believe it. My Tia became a star. Aww. And she won't be up there alone. She won't be alone up there. Together, her and the sun humpback whale will guide all who are lost through the night. Knowing that, it might give me strength to live on like she would have wanted. Trust me, even if it feels impossible, one day the sun will rise and the happiness she gave you will outweigh the grief. I look forward to that day, Innkeeper. Until then, I'll just keep on trying. There are still so many wonders in this world. With her watching over me, I want to see them all. And one day I might get to tell her all about them. That sounds wonderful. I think all of us feel a little better with her up there. I couldn't agree more. So that means everyone should be able to get here sometime soon then. Huh? For the feast. Ah, I didn't think you'd actually agree. I can't think of a better way to spend an evening than celebrating with all of my friends. Maybe even tonight? We'll see what everyone we'll see when everyone has had their rest. We have time now, thanks to you all. I won't run out of drinks as long as you don't run out of stories. And you'll have to tell this epic tale a few more times before I grow tired of it. I'd like nothing more than that, Innkeeper. Party time! Who'd like a barbecue? Hello, it's Future Kelly again! Wow, so watching that again while I was editing was incredible. Shout out to Marcus Clammer and Salima Heister for being the idea people behind this incredible game. I think it lived up to the hype. It's so cool, and at the end here you can see there's all these cute little pictures of the of the various different members of the party of our little tavern community. I really enjoyed this game. I think that the ending was quite well done. None of my predictions panned out in any meaningful way, but that's okay. Sometimes that's the fun of it, is being surprised. So I thought it was pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Obviously, this is the end of Tavern Talk. We do have a DLC now that I believe is supposedly 3 hours of content. So we're looking at about like, I don't know, maybe 3 to 5 episodes most likely. I probably won't do that right away. I think I'd like to do a couple of other things in the meantime, get some new content up and on the channel, and then maybe in, I don't know, next month sometime, maybe we'll see about getting through the DLC for this. But if you guys stuck through the entire series, and especially if you were waiting at the end for this last episode, thank you so much. I so appreciate your patience and that you stuck with me through this whole journey. It was incredible. And yeah, I will leave you with the outro song and the credits running here so that you can watch all the cute little pictures of the various different people. And yeah, feel free to watch through to the end if you want. Otherwise, I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye, everyone.
There's a drink awaiting me at the tavern. Oh, if I get lost, I know I can return. There's a drink awaiting me at the tavern.